everyone showing your, I know not everyone is showing your screen, but if you are, raise your hand if you have done a raindrop, she said raindrop, an Aroma Freedom technique before. Do we have some newbies? So I see Leanne shaking her head and Debbie. So we have some newbies. Very good. Well, this is a very, these are super neat. My first one I ever did, and I won't go into it, but it was super powerful. It was back in September of 2017. And I went to bed exhausted. It was like I had done major work, and woke up the next day and felt light as a feather. And what I was working on, it happened 3 days later. And so it was huge. And sometimes I think I need an AFT from that AFT because it was so, anyway, but they are so very good. And so don't get uptight and think, oh, am I doing this right or whatever. Just let the process work and the oils work. And so anyway, so without further ado, Laura Hopkins, who is awesome, is going to walk us through. Make sure that you have a pen and paper, and that you have either put your release blend together, which is frankincense, stress away, and lavender, equal drops. And then, as she said, get some of your favorite oils, the kind of ones that just make you feel like you could do anything. Gather those and have those handy also. Okay.
Well, and Kara mentioned that having stress away, and now that was when Aroma Freedom technique first came out. I've listened to Dr. Perkins talk, and he actually says the most valuable, the reason he used stress away was because of the vanilla in it. So if you have vanilla, if you don't have stress away, you can use vanilla, lavender, and frankincense as well, those 3 singles. And that's the resin from the vanilla is one of the specific things. He talks about it in some calls. If you ever want to go look him up on YouTube, you can find that and the reasons and all the studies he can talk about that I can't nor get into tonight. But tonight we're going to focus on Aroma Freedom technique. And there is another video that I've done that explains the whys and the hows. But just briefly, basically what we're going to do tonight is we're going to get into a place where we can stop and we can focus on a specific goal that we're working on. I know this time of year, being at the beginning of the year, people are always talking about resolutions and goals. And what I would encourage you to do is to think about something that maybe you've been wanting. Maybe it feels like you're hitting your head against a wall, you're going up against an obstacle. When you think about it, it might even kind of feel heavy to you. And what we want to do is then move into a place of allowing the oils, the molecules that we will be inhaling to help us to focus on the root of that emotion and help us to release it and give it to God, and then coming out on the other side with a positive affirmation that you can continue to use. It's very important that you continue to use it and follow up. As Kara said, the next morning she felt light as a feather, but you also need to understand your body is releasing. And so what we want to do is replace it with the good, replace that the area in your body, the cellular membrane, with all the good and the positive words. Our words bring life and death. And so we want to speak life and continue to speak that out and make that pattern in our vocabulary. So let's get started. Everyone have your paper and your pencil. Everyone have your oils kind of ready. If you don't already have your frankincense, your lavender, and your stress away mixed, maybe do that to get that ready to go, because it's a lot easier to hold it to do that than try to mix them all at once. And I am going to walk you through the basics of how to release. Now, what we're going to do in the beginning, this is 12 steps. It's not a 12-step program, but it's 12 steps that we're going to go through. I can make sure everyone has a link to this. You can go through this on your own. This video will be recorded. I have other videos I've recorded that you can walk through and focus on. If we move past anybody too quickly tonight, what we're going to do at the end is, we're all going to move together through this. If you can, sometimes it's a little easier to do it individually because you can kind of move through it as you need to. With a group, we're going to be respectful of everybody and kind of move slowly. So we're going to go through at least 3 rounds probably. And then I'm going to show you how to finish. But we're going to continue to do those 12 steps over and over again. So first of all, we're going to set a goal. Our goal should be your intention. What is something that you have, as I mentioned earlier, what is something you have put out there, a goal that you have, something that you desire, something that has not come to pass? And write that goal down. Try to keep that to 1 sentence. Okay, if you've got that written down, now what we're going to do is we're going to get centered in our breathing and focus. So we're going to do, I add this part just because we've been running and rushing and going all over the place. And so let's go ahead and do some squared breathing. That's where we're going to inhale for 4 seconds, hold for 4, exhale for 4, and hold for 4, and repeat. All right, ready? All right, just be free of everything. Close your eyes if you need to. And inhale, hold, exhale, hold, inhale, hold, exhale, hold, inhale, hold, exhale, hold. I don't know about you, but just doing that's very centering and very peaceful. And that is a technique you can use regularly to help yourself as well. Now, what I want you to do is look at the goal that you wrote. I want you to think of it on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being most likely and 1 being never, of how likely your goal is to happen. So put a number out beside that goal. 10 is it's happening tomorrow. 1 is never ever. Okay, I have clarity oil. You can use peppermint. You can use other oils. Into the future. I like to inhale that. Put it on. Now I want you to say the goal out loud and notice the first negative thought that comes up that tells you why this can't happen. You got that negative thought? Okay. Now identify in your stillness as you're there. Identify how you feel when you think about that negative emotion. 1 word. Now, where do you notice that feeling? Does it feel heavy in your chest? Is it a physical pain? Is it a sensation? Just stop and be still and see if you feel anything unusual prominently in your body. Okay, we have the negative thought. We have that feeling narrowed down to one word. And we've identified where you feel it in your body. So now what I want you to do is have your memory release blend readily available. That's your stress away / vanilla, lavender, and frankincense. I want you to drift to an earlier time. It could have been yesterday. It could have been 20 years ago. And I want you to go back to where you felt that same emotion, that same feeling in your body, and find a snapshot or a movie of that movie reel. You know how we replay movies of our emotions in our mind. Find a memory. Close your eyes, focus on that snapshot, that negative feeling, that thought, or that sensation in your body, and start to breathe your memory release blend. Some negative feelings, some emotions might surface, and that's okay. It's just like a wave. It comes and it goes. It doesn't stay forever. Ride that wave if it starts to get intense, and start to see what happens with the image as you inhale your oils. Are you starting to notice something different with that snapshot? Is it becoming lighter? Is it fading? Are new beliefs starting to emerge? Do you have any creative thoughts? Write down anything that you've experienced in this first round. All right, now I want you to go back to your original goal. I want you to read it again, rate it from 1 to 10, 1 being never and 10 being tomorrow, as how likely it is to happen. If the number is less than 8, we're going to do the same rounds again. When you said that out loud, what were the first negative thoughts that came up of why this wouldn't happen? How does that make you feel? Identify that feeling in one word. Now, where do you feel it? Stop for a moment and be real aware of your physical body. So now you have that negative thought. You have that feeling in your body. maybe a sensation, or maybe it's just that one word emotion. It's pulling something up. I want you to drift to an earlier time when you felt that same exact way. Maybe those same words came to your mind, somebody else said to you. Or maybe you said it to yourself. Go back to that time. Now grab a different oil. Peppermint is awesome. Frankincense by itself. Clarity. Take one of those oils. Smell it. Breathe it in. While you're thinking about that snapshot in time, that moment in your past when you felt the same way. It's okay to feel that emotion come to the top. It's not going to last forever. Let it come up, let it go. Ride that wave. Use your squared breathing and breathe into that emotion and breathe into that memory. Are you noticing new emotions surfacing? Is the sensation in your body changed? Is the memory faded? Write down what you're feeling. Write down any creative ideas that are coming to the surface. Any new thought patterns. Maybe it's forgiveness. Maybe it's joy for being on the other side of it. Maybe it's gratefulness. Maybe it's compassion if someone wronged you and you were able to forgive. I want you to look back at your goal. When you read it, what number do you give it now? Is it getting closer to 10? If you're not at an 8 yet, we're going to do it again. If you're already in an 8, just breathe with us as we go through this process. If you want to keep going with us until you're at a 10, that's fine. But our goal is to get to an 8. So now that you've ranked your goal, given it that new number, I want you to read it out loud again. If it's less than an 8, what's the first negative thought that comes up when you read it? What says you can't do this? How does it make you feel? Identify a feeling. Let's make it be one word again. how that negative emotion makes you feel. Where are you feeling it? I've heard people say it can be a physical feeling, might even feel like a vibration of some kind. It's not in tune with your body, so it feels off. So stop. When have you felt this way before? Go to an earlier time. Again, it could be a long time ago, or it could have been earlier today. Use an oil. Cedarwood, be a good one to use. Stress away. Present time. Get that snapshot of that time when you heard that before. Get the feeling that you're feeling in your body, the emotion, and breathe the oil into all of that. Breathe your oil into this place. It's okay if negative things come to the top. You are strong. It will not crush you. Ride the wave and watch and see what happens to the image as you breathe in the oils. Is that picture changing in your mind? Is the feeling leaving your body? What new thought patterns are starting to emerge? Write down what you're feeling. All right. We're going to move into the phase of affirmation now. Does anyone need to go one more? Is anyone not yet an 8? Read your goal again and give it a number. 1 to 10. 10 is it is happening. If there's anyone that's less than an 8, we will go through one. We'll go through until you are there. I don't want to leave anyone behind. We're going to walk through this together. So everyone's above an 8. Give me thumbs up. Can see you. No? Okay, Carla, good. All right, so for those of you who don't have your cameras on, you're gonna have to write in the text. Okay, I see Cynthia and Sandy. Okay, and see it, Shannon, I got you. Okay, good. Janelle, got you. All right. Few more seconds to let everybody know technology can be fun sometimes. Gotcha, Carrie. Okay. I'm watching the text too, chat. I'm an 8, excellent, okay. Jeannie, Maureen. Okay. All right. 3159 iPad. You good? Give me a thumbs up. Excellent. Okay, perfect, guys. Thank you. All right. Dana, did I see you already? Did you give me one? Thumbs up. All right, perfect. All right, I think I got everybody. Didn't want to move on. Li Ching, did I see you? Are you good? Okay, good. Okay. All right, now this is a fun part that we get to create a new affirmation. So this is going to express the new positive attitude or belief that we're going to instill. As we cleared the previous memories and our mindset became more positive, we've identified a new path for moving forward. Now it's time to put this in the form of an affirmation that expresses that attitude. So for example, the affirmation should be in the present tense. It should be positive and to the point. So here's some examples. I am organized, efficient, and friendly in my business today. I can do whatever I set my mind to do. I stay on top of my most important tasks and deadlines. I can choose who I spend my time and energy with today. There's some examples. So positive, present tense, and to the point, because you're going to repeat this over and over and over again. So it needs to be something you can memorize and repeat. So take that goal and turn it into an affirmation. I am. I choose. Not I will, that's future tense. I can is now. I am is now. I love this. Keely just put, all things are possible with God when I'm aligned with him every day. And she's going to use higher unity, essential oil blend. I love it. Envision is a really good one for this step. Transformation, my very favorite. I love that. Don't be conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind that you may prove that good, acceptable, and perfect will of God. Romans 12:2. One heart. There's the one voice and one heart oils. Valor, actually, yes, Jeannie, good one. So it looks like got a couple more people writing when everyone's there. Why would I have Egyptian gold? Is that what came up for you, Landis? Is Egyptian gold highest potential? Yes, Janelle, that's an excellent one. Okay. Well, definitely use that one, Egyptian gold, Landis. It's got, look at what's in it. And look what it does. Look at the oils that are in that from an emotional standpoint. Go for it. Carrie said, as I surrender myself to the Lord, he leads my actions and heals me. And her oil is rise above. I love it. Oh, the blessed oil. I am blessed, Kara. Yes. The White Angelica is a good one. As you say this every day, you guys know Gary's daily protocol. These are excellent oils to use. Valor, Harmony, Joy, White Angelica, and the daily protocol. Those are all good ones. Okay. So we gave some extra time for people to finish their affirmation. Yes, Joy, 3159 iPad. So now what we're going to do is we're going to repeat the affirmation in a power pose. I like to call this my praise pose. You want to smell an oil like believe or transformation. Lemon is very stimulating with this. So you don't have to have every oil. You just have to have an oil and start using it. We're going to repeat the affirmation for 2 minutes with confidence. Kara, I'm going to have you keep track for us on this because my timer is here. I can do it on my watch too. Yeah, Kara, if you wouldn't mind. And we're going to stand and say our affirmation. And we're going to do it in a power posture. Keely's already standing. You can kind of see her. You're going to raise your hands up. I'm sitting down still because you're going to raise your hands up. You're going to stand up in this pose. And you're going to do this for 2 minutes, and we're going to say our affirmation with confidence. So go ahead and start now. Start saying that affirmation over and over again. You might feel funny doing it at first, but it starts to become alive. Let it come through you. Start saying it. Keep breathing in your oils. Get a new inhale and say it again. Keep going. Are you confident and enthusiastic when you say it? Do you have a smile on your face? I'm talking to you, Landis.
That's 2 minutes.
Excellent, guys. Excellent job. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Do you know what you just did? Studies show that doing that posture, having that power posture can actually help with cortisol levels and can boost testosterone. So help with energy. And yes, women, you need testosterone. Helps you feel invigorated. It's very good for you. All right, so last step. It's time to make a plan. Time to make a plan. So you have this goal, you have these affirmations. I want you to set an alarm for yourself. However you remind yourself to do things. Maybe it's on your phone, maybe it's in your calendar. And I want you to do this. How many times are we going to do it? At least 3 consecutive days for at least 2 minutes, or until you update your affirmation. Continue to do these affirmations daily. Keely had a great idea today during one of our calls. She actually took a picture frame and she used a permanent marker, stick with me, on the glass, and she wrote her affirmation. Now, why permanent marker? Because you can get permanent marker off of glass. But if you put it in your bathroom or somewhere where it could get smudged or marked on, the water's not going to mess with it or anything. So get you a picture frame, write your affirmation on that picture frame, put it somewhere where you can see it and say it daily, and remind yourself to do it, and get your timer on. Make this a priority. You can give yourself 2 minutes. Don't you think? And you know what I would even encourage you to do? If you get in the middle of your day and you need to restart your day, stop and re-say your affirmations and get re-grounded. Next thing is, what do you need to achieve your goal? What do you need to move forward in what you're doing? If this is a health goal, you need to take the wellness assessment. You need to then do the 90-day proof on the 7 oily days essentials. You need to start making a path. What do you need? More sleep? Do you need more water? Do you need to start exercising? Do you need to change your diet to include more vegetables? Do you need to just cut out sugar? What are the things that you specifically need to do? Make a list of those, have someone to hold you accountable to that, and start using those affirmations to make those changes. What if it's in your business? Well, we have power hours every week, all week long. You have multiple power hours. You can join us and get going on your business goals. If you want to do this again, I'm hosting this class all month long on Wednesdays at noon Central Time. Okay. So now it's time. You've got it in your own book. Who can be your accountability partner? Who do you know? Is it a spouse? Is it your best friend? Is it your mom or your sister? Who do you have that you can lean into and say, I'm going to make this happen. Will you keep me accountable? You know who's good to do it is children. Children keep you accountable. They love to be able to boss their parents around. So if you have a bossy child, make them your accountability partner. I saw some not so good faces. I'm telling you, it works. Oh my goodness. Okay. If you feel stuck, you can go back and repeat this over and over again and continue to update your affirmation as you grow. I thought this was very powerful. I'm reading back through your comments now. Excellent. Any questions or anything anybody wants to add or share? I think by the smiling faces, it looks like you guys are good. And we will continue to do this. Like I said, I'll be doing this every Wednesday this month, except next week. I'm going to be traveling next week, but I will be doing this every Wednesday. If you want to join me again live at noon Central Time. And I would just want to encourage you guys to keep using those affirmations. And if you have questions, reach out, 7oilydays@gmail.com. Thank you so much for joining me.
So I did the drawing.
Good.
Do you want me to announce it here?
Yes.
It was Shannon Prier.
Yay, Shannon. So Shannon, I will get the affirmation card in the mail to you from Growing Healthy Homes. And everyone else have a wonderful evening. Next week, Kara, do you want to talk about next week?
Yes. So next week, it's not too late if you haven't gotten it. So it's the Vision. It's an aromatherapy Bible study. And it's a 4-week study. I've done it before and I can't wait to do it again. So it'll be something, it's 5 days a week. And so we'll start on it next week. So it will be something where we go over it together, but you'll be spending time with this book and in the Word each day. And it kind of goes through, it's just a great way to start off the year. And it uses your oils and just it's really, really good. So grab that book and from Growing Healthy Homes and be ready to go next week.
Yay. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining us. We will see you next Monday. Monday Night Live. What a great way to start a year. Good night, everyone. God bless.